you've got 2 under 5 or 2 kids, and life changes, right? Because change is all there is. It's having that chat to say, okay, what works now? Okay, what works now is 5 days a week is fine for me, but actually, I something's changed in our life, and actually now that needs to be 4 days. How can we make that happen, right? And be open about it and to say, hey, this is now what works for us, right? Same intention with you, what was that? Let's come home. I have my own business now. I can dedicate a bit more time with the kids because they're getting between, right? So I want to, when they were very little, I wasn't really around that much. I was, 60-hour weeks, right? Kids were in full-time nursery and all this kind of stuff. And that worked because actually when the kids were very young, I didn't really find that the most fulfilling time. They were a bit boring. All they did was cry and poop and I had to feed, right? And that was, hey, it was great for now. But I was like, oh, my brain is slowly dying in my head. I need some more mental stimulation. And my choice was to go back full-time, right? And I loved it. Right? I loved working. And, and that whole, I've only got them kind of an hour and a bit in the morning and kind of 2 hours in the evening. I was like, done, right? Easy, right? But now they're getting older and, I'm seeing that, over the last kind of 3 years, I've kind of been there more for them, right? So after this session today, I'm going to go out and watch my daughter's football match, right? I never did that when I was in corporate because I go, well, it's just sports day. Come on, John, do you really have to go, because I'm missing that, and there was this whole load of guilt around that. But now I'm like, no, this is what I want, right? This is what's going to help me, right? And this is what I'm going to do. And right now, I'm the only full-time parent at home at the moment because my husband has been in hospital. And you know what? It's kind of like, he can't help with anything. Yes, I've got to pick up the slack, but I also know that's not going to be for forever, right? He's doing what he can with his laptop. Great technology, right? That's why technology is great. He has his laptop. He can do paperwork. He can do stuff, right? He just can't be physically here at the moment with us, right? So it's that kind of balance. I could get really upset, right? The poor man didn't expect to end up in hospital, right? And have resentment and guilt and shame. It's like, no, this is what happens. This is what kind of a partnership is, right? And this is where I then say to the kids, so it's like, okay, there's only one parent at the home now, right? How can you help me, right? How can I help you to help me? Because we're a team, right? And especially as they get older, it's a bit difficult, right? Telling a 1.5-year-old that, because their brain is not set in that way yet. But with definitely 7-year-olds, hey,